Hi everyone, Frank Starling here. I wanted to do a little review of this GoolRC drone that I picked up from Amazon. This is actually my first drone that I've bought, and I wanted something to kind of test the waters. I didn't want to go ahead and pick up a DJI Phantom or a Spark right away and see how I like flying RC drones. And so I just wanted to give you a quick tour, test flight, and then go over some of the features and my thoughts on this drone afterwards. So the boot up process for this drone is a little bit labored and the directions are kind of tough to follow, so I wanted to go over that real quick. So you just fold out the legs here, press the power button, orient the drone so that the camera is facing away from you, place it down on a hard flat surface, turn on the remote, and then toggle the switch up, down. You'll hear a beep from the drone, a solid light, and then press and hold the G sensor tar button while holding the remote level to the ground. Press and hold that until you hear a beep from the drone. Lights will flash and then stay stable. Then you're good to go. Press the toggle button down and the drone will turn on. Now press up for flight. Heavy wind. I'm gonna wait for takeoff in a second. Jeez. So I think my battery died. Well, anywho, that's the boot up procedure. But just wanted to quickly walk you through the drone. Major critique of the drone is this battery compartment. I don't know if you can look in here, but right down here are two metal rods that fit into this little white part of the battery right here, and it came with this little black pad inside the battery compartment over here. This has to be taken out before you can operate the drone with the battery pack inserted, and that took me a long time to figure out. I had a lot of problems trying to get this off the ground initially, so that's one of my major critiques. Other than that, I have to say it's a pretty intuitive drone to fly with. I've really enjoyed flying it around my backyard over here. I've crashed this drone probably about a dozen times thus far, and it's held up pretty well. The thing I really like about it is it's light. It has a nice light shell, and as you can see, I cracked it here. But I've crashed this thing probably a good 75 feet in the air, and it landed and still operated. The camera really isn't useful from what I've found. Because it only looks head on, it's really, I mean, you can't like invert the drone and fly it in this direction, so really it's only good for capturing things head on. I think that's why it's marketed as a selfie drone, but truthfully, in the environment I've found with winds and environmental conditions, it's hard to hover this drone safely outside or inside for that matter. As we mentioned, this is a G sensor control, so to turn left or tilt the drone left, you just simply tilt the remote left, or to go forward, you tilt the remote forward. And I found it really tough to hover in one spot, so I wouldn't get this drone for the camera, more just for flying it. Last thing in this quick review is a pro tip that I want to give out. I've been flying this drone around my yard for the past week or two, and I've crashed it in the woods several times. One thing to note is that if you do decide to fly it in an open space and you're unsure about it, I would highly recommend doing it at night, because when you operate this drone and turn it on, there are flashing lights, and it will make finding this drone in the woods immensely easier. Even though you are flying at night and things might be harder to see, if you know your landscape and you're just getting used to drones, I'd highly recommend flying it at night, just so that light will guide you and make it easier to find if it crash lands. Overall, I'm really happy with this drone. It's been a great foray into the drone experience. I do wish that it was more stable, and I can comfortably say that with this purchase, I've been able to rule in that I do enjoy flying RC drones as a hobby, and I will be making a further purchase of a more expensive and advanced drone in the future. So thanks for watching. This is Frank Starling. Take care and have a good day.